That is
Rhonda. That is
Reggie.
And we are
Ronji
Ronji
Talk.
Talk. Is that better?
That was better.
I gotta work on my timing. So today I want to talk about favorite celebrities. I've got a few. Do you have any favorite celebrities?
Not really.
No? You don't have any?
Most of my favorite celebrities are all dead.
Really?
Yeah, they're all gone.
And I have favorite celebrities for different reasons. So, like, one of my favorite celebrities is Kim Kardashian. And so, it's not because, like, she's my BFF or anything like that. But the reality is...
Go ahead.
I mean, you gotta respect her. Like, right? You have to. Because she has come from nothing to everything.
Was she really nothing?
I mean, she was just kind of like a celebrity.
She had like a big ass silver spoon in her mouth when she was born. So
First of all, her silver spoon was not that big.
No.
Because she was stylist to the Hilton girls. So her spoon was not that big.
Rhonda.
She just got to hang. The only reason, listen.
How do you think she got to hang around Paris Hilton? Because
she was her stylist. She was her gopher. She was her personal assistant.
That girl was born with a big ass silver spoon in her mouth.
Not bigger than Paris Hilton's.
No, not bigger than Paris Hilton.
Okay.
But shit. Can we cuss on this show?
Yes.
No, we're not supposed to cuss because they'll mess with us in the algorithm if we cuss.
Okay.
So I'm not going to cuss anymore if I can help it. But listen, her father was a high-powered lawyer. And you know her father was the one that helped
I
OJ.
know who her dad was.
All right. Okay. And so how do you think she met Paris Hilton? Like, how was she able to get into that circle? Like, you know,
because
the
she
family
was
had
her
money.
personal assistant.
The family had money.
I understand that she had money, but they didn't have as much as the Hiltons.
Not as much as the Hiltons, but they had enough for the Hiltons to feel trustworthy that, oh, this ain't some chick that's gonna like kidnap our kid or lead her down.
That part is true.
You know, the
that
bad
part
road.
is true.
So that's what I'm
but
saying.
even with that, she didn't have to be where she is now based on where she started. Now, I do understand also that it wasn't just all her. Her mom probably had more of a role in that than she did. But just the fact that she was a willing participant in her path. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Her mom trained her, but she did what her mom said. She could have rebelled. She didn't have to do it, you know?
But, like...
It was to her advantage. But just, the main point is that she started, in my opinion, at basically nothing. Not really nothing, but sort of nothing.
You're so naive. You're like seriously not like...
Okay, let's even talk financially. If she had not gone on the path that she did, she would not have as much money as she has. She would not be as well known. Correct? She would not be as well known.
Like she wouldn't be as well known if she hadn't been messing with a sleaze bag. Like that's like...
Yeah, I think if she had not been messing with that guy that did the whole video thing, that would have probably come and I don't know.
Brandy's brother, Ray J.
Okay, that would have come and gone.
He's a real sleaze bag.
I feel like her mom.
You know he is sleaze. You know he is sleaze.
Used that whole
People
situation
know when they sleaze bags.
as a catalyst to market their family
right
into another level of wealth and fame. So just for the fact that she has gone through a lot in her life and is willing to be open and honest about her life on TV,
she ain't got no choice. Like you act
and
like
use it to her advantage, to her benefit, to make millions of dollars. I respect her for that.
Look, I got respect for her that she knows how to generate money. Like they are a group of women, which I like to consider closely aligned, like with the lifestyle of vampires.
Really?
Okay? This is a group of women. They find these victims and they plow their fangs into their neck and they suck them dry. They do.
You know what? We're gonna have to just disagree on that one because
Scott Disick, Disnick, or whatever his name is, Lamar Odom.
No, I don't think that they're vampires.
Kanye West.
I feel like the
Reggie Bush. Come on, man.
The men are not the reason that they're popular.
The men are the reason why they make the money, is what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
Well, how are they making their money?
They have lots of businesses.
Look, it's a TV show that drives everything.
Yes, and if the men, first of all, the men aren't even on the show that much.
They on there enough to be enough of
It's not the driving factor. I'm sorry, I just disagree. So let's find somebody else that I like.
No, because I don't want to. No.
We can just talk about this all day. And we're not going to agree.
We're not going to agree, but I haven't even got a chance to make my point.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have to just make a part 2. Fine.
No,
we're running out of time.
We got time.
No, we ain't got time. Look, I want to make sure I got enough time to talk about what I need to talk about
let's
about
talk
Kim
about it. Go ahead.
Kardashian.
I'm listening.
Do you want us to close this out?
No.
Director?
No.
All right, well, fine. I'm gonna go and talk about the whole Kardashian situation.
Okay.
All right. Now, the reason why I say they kind of remind me of a group of female vampires is because you know, like how a vampire, you know, they always try to get you by yourself, alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you look at the old movies when they had Dracula, like, and he'd come walking into the room, they had a little funny bat fly in on a piece of string and stuff, and then they did the little poof of smoke, and he'd be like, come here to drink your blood. When they used to do those movies, they were driving home a point. It was driving home a point. When you by yourself, when you all alone, you split off from the group. Like in the old movies, they used to do those scenes where it was like only 1 or 2 rooms, and it was based strongly on dialogue. But it was like a murder mystery or something like that. Like it was like, well, I'm going off to bed now to have some tea. And then somebody would go off, and then somebody would scream, so I found him dead. The vampire gets you when you are by yourself, when you are not surrounded by your family members, when you don't have anybody in your circle looking out for you. That's when the vampire strikes. And that's how they strike people. They always check out all them dudes. All them dudes got family issues. They separated, they're estranged from their family. Like, it's no coincidence that they pick these type of people. Now, I will say this much. Maybe they're kind of like the good vampires. You know, they're not so bad. Like, they don't suck you dry. Like, they sink their fangs into you, right? But they leave a little blood in you and they help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because I really believe that, like Kanye, the moves he made in that Calabasas, when they bought all the land, I don't think that was him. I think that was her. That was some Kim stuff. They bought all that land in Calabasas and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, they kind of leave you with a little something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the same thing is going to happen to, what's the boy she with now?
I don't even know his name.
Pete.
Our director does. Pete, what?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. The same thing is going to happen to him. He's going to make a little bit more money than what he was making before, but eventually she gonna drop him. I'm just saying, man, they on that vampire type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like it is what it is. They take these dudes who are estranged from their family. They got drug problems.
Is he estranged from his family? The Pete guy?
I don't know, but you know what? I think he is. I would say he is because that's what they always look for. They always look for somebody that they can just sink their fingers. You know? That's what vampires do. I'm just saying, so you're going to protect me if they come after me, though, right?
Yes.
Like, because, you know, the mama's like the main vampire.
Yes. I will
What's the mama's name? What's the mother's name?
Chris.
Kris
Jenner.
Kris Jenner. She's the head vampiress.
So you feel like what's his name? Tristan, whatever. He was
getting sucked on too.
Okay.
He was getting sucked on too. But you know, hey, you know, vampires, they can have different characters. They ain't all got to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Some can be cool, some can be real funky. You know what I'm saying?
So the Jenner girl that had the baby by the rapper, what's his name? He's another one. He's estranged too from his family.
Probably. I would think so.
So we're speculating here. We're not talking.
I'm speculating. You not, because you don't believe in the stuff that what I'm saying about them is true, that they like on that vampire type stuff. And I mean, you know, I don't mean no disrespect to them. I'm just calling it like it is. You a vampire, you a vampire. You know what I'm saying? But it's like people need to be aware of that out here in the public. People don't need to be running around, you know, like, oh, Kim Kardashian. Oh, she's so wonderful. And she just, I just love her. She just does so much.
What I'm saying is that I respect
so
her
much.
because she is okay with living her life
She ain't got no choice, Rhonda.
in front of the world.
Cause she puts it out there in front of the world. That's her style. She created that style. Look at me. Look at my boobs. Look at my bottom. Look at this. Look at that. Oops, did you see that leaked picture of me in my panties? Did you see that leaked picture? I wonder how that got out there. Oh my God. I'm kind of ashamed. I'm ashamed. Oh, how many likes are we getting? Come on, man. Look, this is a game that these people play. They play this game. They play a game. It's a game at the end of the day, man. I'm telling you, man. And I done peeped it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why Kanye is like living next door to his now ex-wife. Like,
no, he's living next door because he wanted to be close to his children.
Look, you could be down the street and closer to you, but you don't move next door.
Maybe it wasn't no houses available down the street.
Man, that dude's, look, Kanye, because he got bit in the neck, he is now part of her, what do you call that when the vampire bites and like be biting people and they like link to that vampire?
I don't know what they call it.
It's something where when you bite somebody, when the vampire bites somebody, it's like you are like my flunky. You know what I'm saying? You my flunky and you do what I say. And
no,
you know,
so you could, no, that's not true, because on that show that we were watching, it was a show where the flunky hadn't been bit yet, but he wanted to be bit. So the reason he was the flunky was because he was trying to earn points so that he could be bit.
You talking about a vampire in Brooklyn?
No.
The Eddie Murphy movie?
No.
With,
you remember that it's a new comedy that comes on TV. It's current.
In the Shadows?
In the Shadows.
I ain't never watched that before.
It's kind of funny, right? Yeah. And the flunky is the guy, he wants to be bit, but they're not biting him yet because they want him to be the flunky and prove himself. So,
Okay. Well, but it's something that in the old movies and in the new movies, and then like Interview with the Vampire was the same thing. Like you get bit by this dude and like you link to that vampire.
You become part of the coven.
The what?
Coven.
The coven? Not the oven, but the coven. Not the oven, but the coven. So the bottom line is, Kanye has still got that venom, like that poisonous in his blood now.
Okay.
So he needs to stay close to Kim. And that is a bit like stalking. Because you can live down the street. I mean, he got enough money. Like, if you able to get enough money to buy the house next door, like, hey, man, knock on somebody's door. Hey, man, look, man, you know, I used to be married to Kim, right? You know, my kids live over there, so I want to buy, how much you want to sell your house for? He could have went down the block and did that. And somebody probably would have sold him the house. That's all I'm saying. He didn't have to move next door.
Would you move next door to me?
If I was in the position of Kanye and what's the name, and like supposedly like we divorced each other, no.
Why?
The hell I'm gonna do that for? I might as well still be married to you. Why would you divorce somebody and move next door? It was do it for the kids.
You're in the coven.
Do it for the kids. But I'm not in that though. See, that's my thing. You understand what I'm saying? See, I peeped the game, so it's like you can't be biting me and making me like, you know, do stupid things.
You got holes right there.
Well, I got an anti-venom. That's what I got. I got some anticoagulants that block the venom from getting into my brain cells. So no, I wouldn't move next door to you. I can love you from a distance. I can love you from like 2 blocks down. 2 blocks down. My kids can walk safely 2 blocks down to my house to see me. Why would you want? Think about this. Like, why would Kanye want to move in next to Kim?
So the kids can just come next door.
That's whack, man. And you like, but what about the flip side of that? Her new boyfriend is Pete. Pete's supposed to have a bigger stick than Kanye. Like, why you want to be next door, knowing somebody over there smacking down.
Go back.
Somebody just hammering.
Go back.
Hammering.
What do you mean he's supposed to have a bigger stick?
That's the rumor. That's why Kim wanted to date him. You didn't know that? Kim wanted to date Pete because she heard he had a big thing.
But who said that? Do you remember who said that?
The little
Ariana Grande.
Right. And
so it was big for her.
Well, but that's what Pete Davidson said. He said, like, because this little chick had some of my big stick.
Yeah.
She thinks it's all big, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, I disagree. But Kim heard that rumor, and Kim was like, well, I want to find out. I want to know.
Well, she could have found
I
out
need
without
to
dating
know.
him. So.
I want to find
And that
out.
still don't mean that it's true.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, if that was her intention, and she admitted in interviews that was her intention, that she wanted to find out, and she continued to date him, what does that tell you?
That tells you she just decided to continue to date him.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Rhonda, you are so naive, man. God, you are naive. Do you really believe that? Come on, man. She on that Pete Davidson stick.
Okay.
That's what she on. She on the Pete Davidson stick.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I don't want to get all off the track from the vampire stuff, but she probably bit him in his neck too. You understand what I'm saying? But she's gonna keep him around for a while until she get tired of that. Then she gonna move on to somebody else. You know, she gonna be like, hey, who? You know, she gonna put her ear to the street. Hey, who else out there got that stick like that? I want to know. You know, because Kanye wasn't laying it down. His stick wasn't the same as Pete's stick. You understand what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's serious, though. It's serious what I'm saying. Like, as a man, like, you know, we take great pride in ourselves and the sizes of our sticks. So, at the end of the day, if I don't want to be, like, next door to you and seeing y'all come home drunk at night, hey, baby, let's get upstairs and go to bed. Ooh.
That's understandable. I can understand that because I wouldn't want to live next door to you and see you doing that either.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least at the end of the block, at the corner, something like that, you know, down, you know, 2 blocks down, that's respectable. But, like, you know, like, come on, man. I moved next door to my kids. Yeah, wink, wink, right. Yeah, for the kids, Kanye. You did it for the kids. I want my kids to be able to just run right next door. You probably got some listening devices. Probably got some microphones hooked up so you can hear what's going on in their house
I sure
and
hope
stuff.
not, because that means that he don't have no life if he's going through all that trouble.
Look, maybe he felt Kim was his life. You know?
Maybe so.
Anyway, look, the whole vampire thing, I think is true. I think it's real. Whether they are actual vampires, I don't know. They could be. But the whole vampire style, the whole grooming and the kind of people they pull into their circle. Would you say the covenant? What?
Coven.
The coven. Yeah. The people they pull into their coven.
The coven, not the oven.
Not the oven, but the coven. Like, those type of people that they pull in, like, that's some real talk, man. I'm just saying. Like, hey, I ain't got nothing against Kanye. I ain't got nothing against Kim. I ain't got nothing against the rest of the family. You understand what I'm saying? But they out in the public. They on TV. They're everywhere. They're constantly promoting her and pushing her and stuff like that. And when you out there, people are going to discuss you. Now, do I personally care that Kanye might be stalking Kim because he moved in next door? That he might be jealous of Pete Davidson's stick because he's thinking that Pete Davidson's stick is bigger than his stick and he can't sleep at night, so he wants to be around and all this other kind of stuff? I don't know. Because at the end of the day, like I tell people, it ain't none of my business. But it is fun to talk about people. It's fun it's interesting to talk about people. And you know, the most important thing about it is when you talk about people like that is to hear other people's opinions about those people and like what they truly believe. Like, I just give her so much credit. Like, you just like,
And I didn't even use that word, credit.
Stand
I
up.
just said respect.
Stand up, y'all. Stand up. That's Kim. That's Kim. You clap for her.
Being so silly.
Y'all clap for her, honey child. Honey child.
And I do not sound like that.
I know you don't sound like that, but I like to rub stuff in a lot of times.
Yes, you can be very sarcastic.
I'm a sarcastic person. What do you want me to do? I can be very sarcastic. I can be sometimes quite facetious. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, their lives are their lives, but they put their lives out in the public. They go on the internet. They get out there. They want tweets. They want all this other kind of stuff. So people are going to discuss you, as we're doing. And they're going to have different opinions. Like, you give her a lot of credit for stuff. And, you know, it's no different than Bill Gates. Depending on who you're talking to, Bill Gates, it's like people, oh my God, he created and made the interwebs what it is today.
And some people say
Better
he's
known
a
as the
thief.
internet.
Some people say he's a thief.
Yeah, some people say he's a thief. Opportunist. Yeah, he did do some things to get what he had to get. I myself personally, like, I don't know Bill Gates. Like, I don't know Bill Gates. Like, yo, Bill, what up? What, dog? I don't know him like that. But I guarantee you, if Bill Gates was in front of me, and there was 20 flights of stairs in front of me, it would take everything in me not to push his ass down the stairs.
Why? Why?
Like, I get tired of people like, oh, Bill Gates, oh, Bill and Melinda, oh,
but that's not his fault.
They're so wonderful. That's because people are unaware that this particular product that you use, Windows, that he cornered the market on and forced everybody to use. You know, some people use like Safari and some other stuff, you know, Apple stuff. But Windows, I think, is like the cruelest joke on the human race. He calls it Windows. You ever wonder why he calls it Windows? Because there's so many backdoor ways for people to get into your damn computer. It's tons of windows for people to just open up and come in and get your person. That's why you're like, you know what I'm gonna name this? We're gonna name it Windows. Because we sure pulling one over on these suckers. We're gonna call it Windows, dog. Yeah, that's what he did. That's what him and Steve Wozniak or whatever, the dude that owns the Clippers and stuff, man, they knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing. It's no way you can get that big without the government saying, hey, look, we'll let you be the biggest of the biggest. But we always got to have the key to get in. You know what I mean? But they give this false sense of like, oh, you know, just buy, what's that crap they got now? What's the crap they had before, like the whole security crap? Remember the dude that went crazy and I guess, did he die? Did he kill himself? The
You
dude that was
talking
big
about
time.
computer security?
Yeah,
Like
what was that?
Morton or
No, the other dude. McAfee. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all's homework. Go Google McAfee. Used to be McAfee. Used to security. Go look at his life. Look at how he ended up. Look at how he ended up.
He's dead.
Yeah, he did.
So you think Bill Gates killed him?
No, Bill Gates didn't have to kill him, but he knew so much about that whole setup and whole scenario about the internet and security and people's privacy and all that stuff. And you know, it just drove him crazy. He had so much money. He's going around buying islands and buying houses and building houses in the middle of nowhere, big beautiful homes and stuff like that. And he was like dating a black chick. You remember that?
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, McAfee, the security dude. He married a black chick, man, and supposedly he killed himself or something like that. He was on the run for like 3 years or something from the government, from the U.S. government.
Oh, that's a big conspiracy theory, babe.
Well, it wasn't a conspiracy theory. He was on the run.
Oh.
There wasn't a conspiracy about that. He knew he and said they got video of him saying he was on the run. He was running around in a beard and stuff. Anyway, look, at the end of the day, when it comes to celebrities and stuff, everybody has their own personal feelings about people. And
Yes.
sometimes people feel strongly about stuff. And I think sometimes people just need to really do their homework on these different celebrities and rich people and different stuff. That's just like up to now, everybody's like Brett Favre. Look at Brett Favre. Oh, Brett Favre. I mean, like even me, I'm like, yo, man, he's a heck of a quarterback. Hall of Fame and this and that. Welfare fraud. Come on, man. Like, really?
But that doesn't negate who he is as a football player.
It doesn't negate what he did as a football player. You're right. Which I think this is going to bring up the whole Barry Bonds issue. Like, if you can put Brett Favre up there and put him in the Hall of Fame and everything, you know, and separate that he did welfare fraud and whatnot, you know, and Pete Rose, that's another person. Hell of a baseball player, but he had a gambling problem.
Well, to me, one has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, well, sports writers seem to feel differently about it. They hold that kind of stuff against your personal stuff. Like, you know, you made me cry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I ain't putting you in. You made me cry, man. I can't play no baseball. I ain't never played a game. I ain't never done this. I ain't never been as good as you. I ain't even make it to the pros. But because I have the power of the pen and I'm a sports writer, guess what? I have a vote. So I'm going to vote that you can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's not really fair.
I agree. Same with Roger Clemens. Everybody's saying Roger Clemens ain't getting in. Barry Bonds ain't getting in. I say at the end of the day, you need to put them both in there. All they guilty of All they are guilty of is extending what they was already doing their whole life. Roger Clemens had one of the best arms in baseball as a pitcher. Barry Bonds had one of the sweetest swings as a baseball player in baseball. All they did was extend their stuff. Take the records away from them. You know what I'm saying? Decide like, okay, I think he started taking performance enhancement drugs at this point. So at this, like, what we're going to do is we're going to take this record away from him. But do not deny these people from being in the Hall of Fame. Because that's where they belong at
I
the end of
agree
the day.
that they should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like back in the day when Barry Bonds was in that crappy Pittsburgh market, that Philadelphia market and all that stuff, man, you know, it's not a big market. I mean, they couldn't get as many good players as a lot of other teams, the Yankees and so on and so forth and stuff, the Dodgers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, man, the dude was playing his ass off. He was playing his ass off when he was playing with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And people forget about that. People only know the San Francisco Giants, Barry Bonds. I remember the Pittsburgh Pirates, Barry Bonds. You know, so
I'm not a baseball fan. So.
see, that's why I don't talk about sports with you though.
Okay.
That's why I say we can't talk about sports. We have to stick to celebrities.
Well, next time we'll talk about something that's more fun that we both agree on. How about that?
Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try that.
But until next time,
Until next time, that is
Rhonda, and that is
Reggie.
and we are
Ranji
Ranji
Talk.
Talk.
Bye.